Okay, so I'm here with Armin from Consultus. Welcome to our little studio setup.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about your business, first of all.
Well, first of all, it's great to be here, Paul. I'm really excited for the opportunity to speak with yourself. So I work for Consultus, where we're commercial energy management and net zero consultancy, with our main sort of unique selling points being helping our commercial clients of all sizes, in whether it be industrial and commercial or SME sector, be more energy efficient, save money on their energy costs, whilst also being more sustainable and getting them started and progressing on their net zero journey.
And that's obviously big in the news right now, and people are on that journey.
Right.
What are the differences between the types of businesses that are starting that journey? For example, do you find that larger organizations are really driven to work towards that and smaller organizations are struggling? What's your view of the marketplace?
Yeah, that's a great question, and that's something we see a lot. So what it is generally with larger organizations, as you'd imagine, they have more resources. They're able to invest more in that area. They might even have a sustainability department or the head of sustainability. So the kind of support they may need would be quite different, and they would have the financial backing to go pursue that. Some of the more small to mid-enterprise companies are the ones where they're starting to see the impacts, because it's coming through the supply chain, where the supply chain is saying you have to now meet these standards, and then it becomes a scramble in terms of how are they going to do that. They don't have the resources, whether it be the sort of funds or the personnel, to be equipped to handle it, and that's what we're sort of seeing, that chain reaction is effectively being kicked off.
And what's your role in that then? Is it to help those smaller organizations? Can you get them on board with that process? Can you help them out?
Exactly. That's what we're there for. We're there to help them navigate that journey. We're there to ultimately assist them and make them understand that it is a journey. There is a pathway. It's not an overnight thing, but we can support at every step of that. We can come in and, initially assist with their sort of general energy management, maybe implement like LED lights or so, but later on work towards the design and implementation of solar, wind technologies, heat pumps, all of the sort of more exciting stuff.
So how do you find people come to you? Are they reaching out to you? Are they searching for things online and they don't know what they need? How do you get your customers and clients?
Yeah, again, another great question. So we do see a lot of that, where we're quite ahead in terms of search engine optimization and marketing online. And we do see results from that, where a lot of people, potential clients, contact us with queries and looking to get more insight and speak to us. But also what we like to do is get out there and have those discussions and meet people, do face-to-face networking, and also do our own sort of marketing, whether it be through LinkedIn, social media, and that's how we sort of try and get the right balance.
Would you say that's quite a long journey in terms of getting a lead through to closing a deal with them? The reason I say that is I'm wondering whether, when, say, there's a government initiative or a piece of legislation that comes in that says, right, this needs to be the standard, do you see that translate into more queries on your website, people going, well, I don't know how to deal with this, can you help us? Is that where people come into your world?
Yeah, ultimately, these things, it depends on the need. It depends on the need, the service area. Certain things can be fairly instant. If it's a sort of energy contract that needs to be changed over and they need a new supplier or a new supply, that could be handled relatively quickly. However, if it is something like they're considering getting on a trajectory where they would install solar or wind turbines, that could take much longer. And again, there's going to be a pathway sort of process and a journey to consider.
What sort of marketing materials do you produce? You've talked about face-to-face, and that consultative approach, I think, would work very well.
Yeah.
Do you have brochures? Does your website do a lot of the hard work? Do you have to kind of give them technical specification documents? What sort of things are involved?
Another excellent question. So we go at it sort of in a multi-channel approach. So we do flyers, we do presentations, company presentations. We post on social media, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and we also have a video series called Consultus Chat, which is up on our website on YouTube, which gives great insight into particular topics around net zero and the energy market. We release sort of energy reports, and also our website, as you mentioned, we have case studies. We have quite, from what I would argue, very sort of advanced and well produced websites. So anyone is welcome to go and look at them. And
Talk to me a little bit more about the video, because I'm quite interested in that. We obviously do video. That's why we're doing this video.
yeah.
How are you finding, having created more videos? It sounds like it's in a kind of conversational format anyway.
Right.
What's the value of that from your perspective?
Hugely valuable. It's one of those things where, even from my own perspective and understanding of these things, is that it's about the quality of the content, right? Because it's a little bit more long form. You get to see the people, you get to see some of the technical experts and wonderful people that we have internally, providing their sort of knowledge and giving insights into sort of even complex topics like energy baskets and solar and PPAs, purchase power
Things
agreements.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Exactly. And our great team of internal experts, technical experts, really break that down in a way that's easy to sort of digest. And
are they part of that marketing, your technical people?
Exactly. So they, similar to as we're doing now, so the format is there is a host, usually someone from our commercial team and a technical expert within an area. So for example, if it be our head of trading or origination or PPAs, which is purchase power agreements, they would then be the sort of technical expert, sort of breaking down and answering the questions and shedding a little bit more light on the complexities of those sort of specialist areas.
But that's showing the expertise that you have within the organization. They're maybe typical of somebody that a customer would interact with when they have the work done.
Exactly. Exactly that. That's
so showing off the customer support that they will get to.
Exactly the level of talent and insight and knowledge, industry specific knowledge that we have. And, we release that openly, so it's out there, it's on YouTube. Anyone can sort of go and watch those. But if they were to become a client, those are the people that would then be sort of doing the good work and providing the sort of outstanding service.
I think it's fantastic, because what you're doing there is you are being very open about the skill set of the people involved.
Yeah.
When people are thinking, is this the right company for me?
Yeah.
Then you're able to demonstrate that and their expertise in public.
Yes.
I would imagine that goes a long way to reassuring that any big decision to change energy suppliers or do any remedial work is safe in your hands.
Absolutely. And I like the key word you use there, reassuring. So one of our sister companies for the SME sector is actually called Assured Energy.
Okay.
And it's 5 stars on Trustpilot. And you've hit the nail on the head. My point with that is that everything is around trust, about building trust, building relationships, building credibility. And that is a main driver for us. And it's something that we do really well. We are sort of high integrity, and it's something we like to convey and get across.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I think you've got it nailed on. You're definitely doing the right sorts of things for this type of business. So congratulations for that. And thank you for talking to me today.
Thanks for having me. It's been great. Thank you. Thanks.